Hi and welcome to this tutorial. Today's question, how can I grow my online presence? So pay attention, stay tuned and watch all the way until the end because the tips, principles and practices that I'm about to give you will help you grow your online presence more effectively and help you gain more visibility and awareness online. And just very quickly, if you're new to my channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. I can only help you if you are subscribed, and please give the video a like. Hit that thumbs up button right now because that really does motivate me to create more content for you. Thank you very much. Let's dive right in. Let me start by telling you about the importance of brand visibility. In a digital society, the success of your online business is intimately tied to brand visibility. Now consider this scenario. You're looking for a local business to submit your taxes and you type local tax appointment into the Google search bar. Do you bother to scroll to the second page of the search results? The chances are you click on one of the top 5 listings. In fact, only about 6% of all clicks make it to the second page. Now, if you're listed on the first page, you have a much higher statistical chance of receiving traffic to your page. Of course, traffic is the first impression of turning your audience into a customer. Brand visibility is just as important for large corporations as it is for local businesses. Why do you think the second and third page of Google gets such little traffic? It's partly because your needs are satisfied quickly on the first page of Google. But there's something else. As you click further from the first page, you lose trust that the results will meet your needs. High page rank is a symbol of trust from Google. The higher your website pages rank, the more you build trust with the searchers as well. I will now give you some tips to help you grow your online presence. Here we go. Tip number 1, make a website. Establishing a domain in your name or your business name is essential to building your online presence. However, having a website isn't enough to perform well. To receive traffic and be looked upon favourably in search engines like Google, you must adhere to the following requirements. You need to make it mobile friendly. With mobile searches dominating about 60% of all searches, your website must be mobile friendly. The images, features, navigation and paragraph lengths must consider the mobile user. The next thing is A/B testing. I suggest you test features on your website such as forms, the homepage design and much more with A/B testing. This will help confirm if your proposed changes will decrease the bounce rate or support higher conversion rates on your website. The next thing is UX. This is the user experience. Consider the user experience throughout the design process. Your website should be easy to navigate, read and provide a clear call to action. Closely monitor your page speed as it's the highest metric for the user experience. Your user experience should increase conversions and increase a lead time on the page. I would mention something that the page speed since it's the highest metric for the user experience. Let me give you some simple action steps to help you get a good user experience. Step number 1, navigate your site on your mobile device and identify areas of poor user experience. Number 2, implement an A/B test on major design or form changes. Number 3, add call to action buttons to your site or even perform an A/B test on your proposed call to action. And number 4, use a third party to set up a survey and determine the pitfalls in your navigation. Now that you understand the benefits of having a mobile friendly website, let's take a look at some of the best practices for mobile website design. Number 1, use a responsive design. A responsive mobile web design is the best way to ensure that your website looks good on all devices. This approach uses code that automatically adapts to your site to the size of the screen that it is being viewed on. This means that your site will look good on both desktop computers and mobile devices. Number 2, keep it simple. When undertaking a mobile website design, it is vital to keep the design simple. This means using a minimal amount of text and images and ensuring that the navigation is easy to use for the user. Number 3, use large buttons. Another tip for designing a website which is mobile friendly is to use large buttons. This will make it easy for mobile users to tap on the screen and to navigate to different pages on your website. Large buttons are easier to click on a mobile device, so make sure that your call to action buttons are big and easy to find. Number 4, avoid using pop-ups. Pop-ups can be difficult to close on a mobile device, so it's best to avoid them altogether. If you must use a pop-up, ensure it can be easily dismissed. Pop-ups covering the entire screen can be especially frustrating for mobile users, so make sure that you design them in a way that is easy to close. Number 5, use fonts that are easy to read. It's important to use fonts that are easy to read on a mobile device. This means avoiding small or intricate fonts and using large, legible fonts instead. Fonts that are easy to read will make your site much more user-friendly and easier to navigate. Let's move on to tip number 2, define your target audience. Your online presence may falter because you are not aligned with the needs of your true target audience. Do you know their needs, their questions, and their interests? Defining a niche audience is crucial to creating content and even products and services that resonate with your audience. Now here are some action steps that you can take. Number 1, create buyer personas and evaluate your existing website, your content, and product offerings to it. I suggest you identify areas of opportunity or change. And number 2, examine your social media sites and update to match your buyer personas. Here is tip number 3, produce content for the consumer. It may tempt you to talk more about the things that you do well without addressing questions or concerns. However, if you're selling something, it's likely your potential customers is also looking at your competitors. If you honestly answer their concerns or questions without bias, you'll earn their trust and hopefully their business as well. I suggest you minimize the frustration of the buyer's journey by anticipating their needs. If you're a thought leader or a blogger, ask yourself what your audience would like to know more about. Do they have concerns about your industry that you could address? When you know your customer and you're open to answering their questions, you create a blog post or landing page that they want to search for and engage in. Providing true value to your audience will increase your email list and increase your engagement. Now here are some action steps that you can take. Number 1, you can create a list of questions that your audience may have. Answer these questions in a blog, a video, or F&Q section on your website. Number 2, ask your audience on social media sites like Instagram and Facebook what their concerns are within your industry and use the responses as fuel for new content. Let's now move on to tip number 4, track analytics and optimize. Just because your website has performed well in the past, this does not mean it will continue to return the same or better results over time. Brand visibility directly correlates to brand awareness. Optimized pages can reduce the burden on your sales team by providing more inbound leads. I suggest you use Google Analytics to monitor your website traffic and your standing. I suggest you check your organic traffic, the bounce rate, and your conversion rate. To continue to optimize your site, I suggest you consider keyword tracking. Keyword tracking enables you to see how you are performing for searches with your most important keywords. You can check month over month or year over year for keywords that are dropping in the ranked. This will give you insight into which pages you may need to optimize. The next thing is your bounce rate. Define which pages are key to conversion and check their bounce rate. The higher the bounce rate is, the more likely the page does not meet the user's needs. I suggest you try rearranging the content, changing the user experience into consideration and see if you can attract the reader to stay on the page. Here are some action steps that you can take. Number 1, gain quick wins by optimizing your content that is already performing well. Optimize pages that rank in spots 8 to 15 for their keywords to see if you can get it higher on the first page of the SERPs in Google. And number 2, check analytics and performing A/B testing to identify the winner. Let's now move on to tip number 5, share on social media. Social media platforms are a key component to improving your online presence. Effective use of social platforms results in an involved and engaged audience, which is a community. As you develop your social media strategy, I recommend to ensure you are choosing platforms that align with your industry and your audience preferences. Let me give you an example. Not every industry is image oriented like Instagram, while others are reliant on images to communicate their brand. I suggest you choose a few platforms and update them regularly. Consistency is an important factor in gaining a loyal audience online. Social media is used to stay in the know, to entertain and to inform. When you fail to provide value in your posts, you lose the audience. I highly suggest you consider implementing polls, encouraging comments, and adding resources that apply to your audience even if it doesn't promote your services specifically. Plainly speaking, a non-stop sales pitch is not what your audience wants. Ask yourself, what do you like seeing from the companies that you follow on social media and what makes for a great post? This is half the battle. Now here are some action steps that you can take. Number 1. You can perform a competitor analysis to see what works well for other companies in your space. What are the characteristics of posts that receive high engagement? Emulate what works and discard what doesn't work. And number 2, ask your followers what they would like to see and what they do not see as valuable content. Boredom is the enemy of social media. Here are some more tips to help you grow your presence on social media. Number 1, optimize your profiles. The word optimization can sound like a lot of hard work, but it's an easy and necessary thing to do to make your brand stand out more on social media. Making sure your pages have all the right information filled in, are consistent in their branding, is also key. A half-completed Facebook page with poor imagery isn't going to get much traction. It's important that anyone stumbling across your page instantly recognises who you are and thinks these guys look professional and know what they're doing. If you need a bit of help, there are plenty of how-to guides online with step-by-step tips on how to optimise for particular social platforms. Number 2, keep an eye on algorithms and for updates. As we all know, Facebook was the first to implement a wizard-like algorithm, seemingly reading your mind and deciding what content to show you. Now with most platforms now using some level of algorithm, harnessing the power of the algorithm can give your presence a huge boost. Let me give you an example. Facebook gives priority to visually engaging content over less visual content such as plain text. The mere act of adding a photo to your status updates can make a huge difference to how many people see your post. That's why you see a lot more videos on your Facebook newsfeed than weird status updates from your estranged aunt. The same goes for sites like Twitter, who are more chronological. Knowing when your audience is most likely to see your tweet can be the difference between 10 retweets or 100. Here is tip number 6. Leverage paid ads when necessary. Paid ads, or PPC, is one way to grow your brand visibility strategically as you pay for spots related to target keywords and demographics. PPC empowers you to compete with competitors even if you aren't ranking on the first page of Google searches for a specific keyword. However, PPC can be costly and making a large investment in it can deplete your marketing funds. To make the most out of your paid advertising spend, you want to use HubSpot or a similar marketing tool to ensure you are receiving an ROI on your investment. For Google Ads, you can use their free conversion tracking tool. Now here's another quick tip for you. If you have ongoing PPC campaigns, I suggest you check your ROI regularly to determine if you're making significant profit to justify the ad spend on your campaign. Let's move on to tip number 7. Update your Google My Business. If you're a local business, meaning you drive customers from your local geographic area, then local SEO should be part of your marketing strategy. Updating Google My Business (GMB) account is substantial for both large and small businesses. It allows your customers to easily find you, your hours, and your phone number. With GMB, you can also effectively post content and use Google My Business Insights to see your post engagement and your views. Now, the benefits of GMB include boosting customer confidence by adding pictures of your business, updating your map pin to your precise location, responding to reviews quickly for reputation management, gaining more traffic to your website through posts, and earning a spot in the local free pack, putting you at the top of local search results. Now here are some simple action steps for you to take. Number 1, verify your Google My Business account if not already done. Number 2, post at least once every 7 days, if not more. And number 3, respond to recent reviews as quickly as possible. This will enhance your reputation and give customers confidence in your services. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment below the video and don't forget to tell me which strategy or method from this video you are going to implement first. Or if you have any questions, drop them below and I will follow up with you. If you would like to learn more about how you can create a second income online, I have got something special for you. Click the link below to join our exclusive webinar on creating a second income online. This isn't just a video, it's your ticket to an income-changing opportunity. Don't miss out. Make sure you check out that link and go through to my website and I'll see you at the webinar. I hope you found this video useful. Please share it with your friends, like it and tell people about it. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button and please like the video. Just click the subscribe button below this video. If you have any questions, leave a comment under the video below and I will follow up with you. Thank you for watching.